Any goal gets overwhelming. Like 100 miles, like, oh my gosh. You just tackle it day by day, mile by mile. Get ready.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You know, there's just something about living and not just like day to day, click into your job, do the chores, but living life to the fullest. That's what this is all about. Being freaking alive. I saw a documentary on a 100-mile race and I realized that not only does it push your body physically, but it seems so much more, it's a mental game. And these people seem changed. Like, they understood more about the strength inside of them and more of what they were capable of and more about like team and camaraderie and supporting people. And it just felt like there was this awesome spirit that I and Andy mentioned that we would like to be part of. We don't want to be the 100-mile runner, but we want to be part of this community and team. So I decided to be able to actually support MaryAlice in this race, to actually pace her, I have to get running. I was only running like 3 miles at the most of the time, which is nothing. That's not gonna help her on a 100-mile race. So I signed up for a race to see how many miles I could run in 9 hours. This 9-hour race was my goal. So every week I would run with MaryAlice longer and longer and longer to prep me to see how far I could run. This is a goal that she's mentioned to me for years, and as soon as she said that she was doing it this year, she's already signed up. I was like, well, I'm doing it too then. There were days that we ran when it was snowing, windy, raining, days when it hurt like hell, and days it was fun. We had so much fun too. Beasting it on an 80-degree day in September. Tuesday runs, baby. Cheers. Every weekend, we went out for a long run. You ready to roll?
Well, I'm ready.
Put in the miles, and then came the 9-hour race that you go around and see how far you can go in those 9 hours. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Ready, set,
See me with my full pack on.
Somewhere throughout that day, I realized this was totally mind game. It was totally like, how short of a break can you take to eat some food and go to the bathroom? And how many times can you go up this hill? Can you jog it still? Should you walk it?
That's up and down. Yes. Very fun, challenging.
A little more than a rolling hill.
That's something when this girl says it. It doesn't look hard enough. Trust me, it's a ridiculously hard uphill.
It was all strategy and I just fell in love with it. After I got through a little bit of pain, I started giggling and enjoying myself and realized that this was incredible. This was like, I felt like I was like a superhuman, just like running for hours. It felt like a really cool experience and got me even more pumped to be MaryAlice's pacer.
How are you feeling a few weeks out?
I'm feeling great.
Yeah?
Ready to tackle the challenge. Ready to do this. Become mentally tough.
Have there been like any roadblocks in the way that's helped you get there?
Oh, absolutely. I've learned so much on this journey. For one, learning to take everything day by day. Like the mileage was daunting to think about running, 75 to 110 a week. But when you broke it down to just today I run this far, and then at the end of the week, you just feel proud for as far as you've run, making sure you stick to it. When days you're tired, you don't want to show up, you're busy, work, the kids, schedules, like staying positive, focusing on all the good, because there's obviously a downfall with anything.
Has anything helped you with the positive? I know that's a struggle for all runners.
Well, just reading different books has helped with that. The Jay Shetty, Think Like a Monk, has been a big one. A lot of those meditation apps, meditating, being self-aware.
Yeah.
Been a lot of that.
Very cool.
So I definitely feel that's all helped out. Because any goal gets overwhelming, like 100 miles, like, oh my gosh. You just tackle it day by day, mile by mile. Luckily, I have some great friends that are gonna help me out. Excited about that. So I plan on just doing books to relax and get my mind off of things. First 50 miles and then enjoying talking to friends. Probably mostly listening to friends.
You're telling me I should have some stuff to talk about.
Yes. Get ready.
We got to know each other a really cool way. Turns out Bill and Mike needed 2 more people to run the Tough Mudder with them, which is like a fun mud race. And basically through that, we learned that these are 2 like ridiculously nice guys who weren't gonna let anyone go without getting through the obstacle course, because basically you have to help each other get through it. And we had more people on our team too. They were awesome, and we all helped each other through it. And it was kind of like corny to say and everything, but like a team bonding thing. And so we kind of feel like we know each other going into this race now. Here we are in Kent, which is just 20 minutes away from the race, at the home that we're staying in, and things are getting real. Everything's packed, ready to go. MaryAlice is picking up her race packet. I'm just hoping that she's feeling strong. Unfortunately, earlier this week, she didn't know if she was gonna be able to do this, follow through with this race that she's been training for like almost a year now. Long story short, she wasn't feeling good. She actually has had a head cold. She fell on her ribs and her face, and she was actually questioning if she had broken her ribs. She got x-rayed. Turns out they're just bruised pretty badly, but it can be painful to breathe sometimes, so it's not exactly the way we want to go into this race this weekend. So hopefully at the end of this, I'm telling you, she made it anyhow, because she's a beast of a competitor, because she is. And we are going to be picturing her coming through that race in the end. How are you feeling?
Nervous, for sure. All the worries about the time, about nutrition, everything is going through my head, but doing my best to stay positive and just focus on, I've trained for this, I'm ready for this.
Yep.
Courageous enough to even try, focusing on all that.
Totally.
Yeah.
So, I don't know about you, but I feel a lot better since we organized together.
Yes, it does help to feel like you got everything ready, so race day when you need it, there it is.
Totally.
I'm just so excited that I have a crew. I can't imagine being those people that do this for the first time and just wing it and no crew at all.
Here we go, team.
Okay.
We're at Missing Falls Brewery, and the game plan is I am on bike patrol to start this day for a couple hours, and then I am crew captain, crew assistant, crew chief. I'll be getting everything ready for MaryAlice at the stops, and then I will be starting the pacing, and then the other 2 guys will be coming, and then I will be the finishing pacer. And so here we go.
I am all nerves. I did not sleep well. I was surprised how nervous I got before the race. I couldn't sleep for a couple days. Actually, I was so nervous, worried I wouldn't complete it.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Coming on your left. Biker on the left. That's a beast if I ever saw one. So turns out I love bike patrol. It's so fun to sort of cheer people up and say good morning, and they kind of smile when you see you coming. Heading to station number 3, where MaryAlice will be at 13 miles, a half marathon. I'm gonna set up some stuff for her in case she needs some drinks, snacks, fresh socks, who knows? Let's go. At 19 miles, MaryAlice just came through, and she seemed to be in really good spirits. She said she's a little tired, but other than that, she's feeling good. She's at a pace a little under 12 minutes still, and I'm excited for her. Somehow, I didn't count on encountering a motorcycle gang while I was on this adventure, but I guess you never know.
So in the very beginning, the first half of it, I was doing quite well. Like my miles were somewhere between like a 9:30 minute mile to 11:20, 11:30. If I would have stayed on that pace, I would have finished within 24 hours. However, then other things happened. You feel okay, I'm starting to get tired.
That makes sense. You've already done a marathon. You're at 30.
But I'm staying positive, good mindset, so I figured I'd be crying by now.
Look at you.
I'm
You're
like
smiling.
super emotional for some reason. I don't know why.
Right now you are?
I hate being girl sometimes.
Because did they have some good food for you?
I'm just grabbing peanut butter and jelly.
That's good. Hey, as long as you're eating, I'm proud of you. Shoot, we should have scissors. I totally don't have scissors.
Oh, no. We almost thought of everything.
If that's the worst thing, right?
Right here looked like it was going to be the beginning of the blister saga. So I ran to my car to get our med supplies, band-aids, Neosporin, and did my best to get her blisters taken care of.
We'll see you soon.
And thanks to help from our new friends, we got the scissors we needed, we got some tape to secure things, and we never heard about those blisters again. Shout out to Shelby.
Let me take your water bottles. So you look stronger. Pace-wise, you're doing phenomenal. So right now it's 4:20. The cutoff for the last station is 5:30. So you're way ahead. Okay, this time you haven't been drinking as much. You need to pick it up, okay?
My shoulder, for some reason, got very sore. I couldn't lift it. It was really painful.
Anything else? The
Pierogies.
Brave kielbasa.
Oh, I don't think I can do that.
I know. The brave do.
I'm impressed.
Oh yeah, you got this.
Yeah, it almost says you got this. Between the lines.
There's some guys.
Hey folks. Hi.
You know, and then, delirious moments set in. You start getting exhausted. I actually fell asleep while running. I've never done that before. Probably won't again. Fell asleep using the bathroom, in the public bathroom. It was warm. I was moving, just nodded off until a crew member knocked on the door, woke me up. You know, they had a lot of funny moments.
We can always remember this moment.
Our porta home.
Our portal.
At this point, nothing is as planned. It's like 12:30 after midnight. MaryAlice is still running strong. I can't call her a happy runner, but she's still running. And she's in excruciating pain. Like, it's amazing that she's still going. She has her arm, of all things to hurt, she has like an extreme injury, her shoulder. She didn't pull it. We have no idea what happened. Long story short, Mike got her taped up. He's a physical therapist. We went to Walmart, got tape, came back before that shift was done, so she's fixed up. I'm back at their hotel instead of at my car. I was going to go to my car, get more stuff, sleep there, but no one was really able to bring me there because, long story short, Andy needed to bring the dog to the house. And so that's where we're at right now.
So when I was in a lot of pain running the race, I was thinking about, I had watched a podcast with Courtney Detweiler and Rich Roll, and she was talking about the pain cave and how when she's really hurting, she pictures the pain cave and just chipping away a little bit at a time, you know, because you know it's going to get better. You know? And so I would just think about that, and then I'd be singing the Doors song on my head, break on through to the other side. And it helped. It helped me focus on something else at the moment when I needed it and know that I'm going to feel better eventually.
It's now about 5 a.m. and I think she's gone about 80 miles and it's cold. She asked for coffee and I think that's a great idea. No gas stations are open anymore except for these windows, so since the button was out of service. We knocked, and a sweet, sweet, sweet lady is getting us coffees at the gas station drop box window.
It's like then I somehow broke out of that wall late, I think. I don't know, it was like 89 miles, I think I broke out of that wall, so a little bit late. And then I was able to pick up my pace. The first mile that I started picking up, I guess, was 10 minutes flat, so I was running that for a while. So I felt good. In fact, I felt so good that you had to repeat the one course a couple times. You had to go up and back a total of 3 times, and then they give you this slap bracelet. And the lady thought I was just kind of out jogging, and I showed her the bracelet, and she's like, oh, I didn't believe you were one of us this late in the game. So that felt good.
When MaryAlice gets to this aid station, she'll have 5.5 miles left to make it to 100. I'm just so proud of her. Our training started in like February, but it's a lifelong thing. I'm sleep deprived, but still, this is just ridiculous that she's making it. I've never met someone stronger. I'm so proud of her.
This is it. Raise the roof.
And there were a lot of people that were barely moving at all at the end, and here I am kind of booking it, and that was reassuring for me, probably heart-crushing for them. But it was a great way to finish something that I worked almost a year.
I don't know if you can see this, but this is a very uphill finish, and not just this hill, but the last mile of this race has been 90% uphill. Here it is. You enjoy that?
Worked almost a year. It was a great way to hit my goal. I was really excited about that. Felt like Rocky busting through that finish.
So as I'm blubbering in my car, all emotional, crying again, thinking about what MaryAlice just did and this feat she just did, I'm like, is this just sleep deprivation? Maybe a little. But really, it brought me back. As hard it is to say, when my mom was dying, she had leukemia and her arm was broken for a couple years. And to get on her shirt was just like MaryAlice's. Lots of grunts and groans and pain, obviously. Limited mobility. But here's the thing, you know, my mom didn't make it, but MaryAlice is here, she's alive. We're alive! And that's freaking awesome. Life is short. We never know how long or short it is, but why not live it to the very, very fullest? And although MaryAlice had hard times today that she got through, the thing is she got through it. And she was living her best life. This is a goal she's had for a long time, and she's living. You know, she got to feel that feeling. And Andy and I are like obsessed with that. We're obsessed with helping people meet goals, and it's so linked to losing our parents early because, you know, there's just something about living and not just like day to day, click into your job, do the chores, but living life to the fullest. I'm so grateful to get to be doing that with some amazing people, and we're grateful to be alive. That's what this is all about, being frickin' alive. So you go on and live your day to the very, very fullest. Thank you for watching this video to the end, and I hope that it has inspired you like it's inspired us.